I have to figure out what everyone's talking about. He's one of my favorite preachers. I have to see if he's okay. Guys, you have to see this.
Good evening. I'm outside the Christ the Good Shepherd Church in Wakeley, which is the scene of a second mass stabbing event in Sydney. This church and its grounds are now a crime scene after a man approached a clergyman mid-sermon and stabbed him multiple times whilst it was being live streamed. We can't show you much of the very confronting video, but I can tell you many members of the congregation leapt to the defence of the bishop and in doing so sustained multiple wounds. Police have arrested the attacker whilst 8 ambulances are currently treating the wounded. It is an incredibly chaotic scene here, with many members of the community outraged and crowding the streets. Ambulances were called at 7:15 p.m. and have just begun transporting the clergyman to Liverpool Hospital with multiple stab wounds. We're still awaiting an official condition from paramedics. They're also treating a man in his 30s with multiple stab wounds, a man in his 20s who suffered a hand laceration, and a man in his 60s who was slashed across the arm. It's understood this was a funeral and will now make up one of the key lines of inquiry for police trying to control this situation and investigate the second mass stabbing event in Sydney in 3 days.
Although this may be very upsetting to most people who see this, let us remember what the Bible tells us. In 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 12, it says, "In fact, everyone who wants to live a godly life in Christ Jesus will be persecuted." My brothers and sisters, much worse is coming our way. You must be prepared, study the scriptures, and fear not. Let us all continue to pray for Mari Emmanuel. I love you all. Good night.